If you're a fan of Yellowstone and Taylor Sheridan's products, you've most likely been champing at the bit for any updates whatsoever on when Yellowstone Season 5 is coming back to wrap up. Plus, you're most likely wanting anything, on when we can expect the new season of 1923 or any other future spin-offs of the hit Paramount show. Well, I've got some good news and some bad news. I'm Troy from Arcs on TV, and today we're talking about the future of Yellowstone, a franchise in flux, and its spin-offs. Now, on with the story.
Yeehaw, Chuckle.
The links to the articles I'm covering can be found in the video description. The hit series Yellowstone has been making waves in the entertainment world, but recent developments suggest that the franchise is undergoing significant changes, from a shocking revelation about Season 5 to the creators' scramble and a new prequel in the works. Us Yellowstone fans are in for a wild ride. Everyone was left reeling after reports surfaced that Kevin Costner, who portrays patriarch John Dutton, might not appear in Season 5 Part 2. According to Screen Rant, there are rumors that Costner's role might be reduced or even eliminated in the upcoming second half of Season 5. Let's take a look at this article. At this point, Yellowstone Season 5 is better off without Kevin Costner's John Dutton. It is unclear whether or not Kevin Costner will reprise his role as John Dutton in the final episodes of Yellowstone, but he shouldn't.
Not a great plan.
The final episodes of the neo-Western drama series have been highly discussed due to the behind-the-scenes drama involving Costner. Paramount split the last season into 2 parts consisting of 8 episodes each, and following the ending of Yellowstone Season 5 Part 1, numerous outlets reported that tensions between Costner and creator Taylor Sheridan threatened the actor's future on the show. Consequently, Costner's exit was made official, but might not be permanent. In February 2024, Matt Bellani's When I'm Hearing newsletter at Puck shared that one of Costner's representatives is supposedly trying to negotiate his return to Yellowstone. The actor reportedly wants to give closure to his character and be there to end John Dutton's story in the Paramount Network show. Those saddened to learn that Costner might not be a part of the final episodes may be ecstatic to hear this news, but it's more likely that Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2 will go on without John Dutton, and that's ultimately for the best.
Everything that guy just says is bullshit.
Skipping down this article just a bit, the cast and crew are scheduled to start filming Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2 in the spring of 2024, giving the writers little time to weave John Dutton back into the episodes after crafting the story without his character. All of this is extremely frustrating, since Yellowstone is one of the biggest shows in all of television over the past decade or so. The show is built around the Dutton family, but mostly Kevin Costner's John Dutton. Season 5 heavily rested on John as the governor of Montana, and now Costner is causing issues and throwing a wrench into all of this.
Why are you the way that you are?
This whole situation has made me lose some respect for Kevin Costner. For the past couple of years, all we've heard about is how strict he was with his schedule, how demanding he was, and how difficult he was to work with.
What, that guy? What, do you think he's got malicious intent? Are you reading bad signals? No, he's not that kind of guy. He's a good guy.
That really blows, because I've been a fan of Kevin Costner as a person for decades. He's one of my wife's favorite actors of all time, and now this.
This is the worst.
Given that most, or all, of the scripts for Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2 are assumingly finished, Kevin Costner would only realistically return in a minimal role. The producers and writers might be able to fit his character into a scene or two, but John Dutton won't play a significant part in the last 8 episodes of the series.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
If the reports are correct, and one of Costner's representatives is trying to negotiate the actor's return to the show to close out John Dutton's story, and they are successful, Costner's presence would undoubtedly take away from the other characters and stories. This would honestly suck for the writers from their perspective. They had the scripts for Season 5, Kevin Costner decided to be difficult and held everything up, so they rewrote the scripts to avoid having to show him. Then, they may have to rewrite the scripts again to shove John Dutton's character back in.
Anyways, I'm gonna go cry in the bathroom. Peace out, homies!
I severely disagree with the whole taking away from other characters and their stories. John Dutton is kind of the main guy, and one of the biggest reasons why Yellowstone took off to begin with. He was the only majorly recognizable face on the entire series to begin with, so I want to say Kevin Costner is the biggest reason why Yellowstone got successful out of the gate.
It's true.
Sure, everybody fell in love with the other characters like Casey and Rip and Beth along the way, but at the end of the day, this was Kevin Costner's show. He was the star, and John Dutton was the guy on the show from the very beginning. The biggest way I can see them writing him into the future of Yellowstone without actually having to kill him off is maybe he becomes a senator or a House representative or something, and he has to go off to Washington, and we only see him once in a blue moon, if ever, or he might be a voice on the phone or something like that. But look, I want more Yellowstone. I need more Yellowstone. I want to finish out Season 5 strong, and I love the John Dutton character, but this is all just such a pain in the ass for fans, and I'm sure it's infuriating for the cast and crew. Getting to the subject of more Yellowstone, but not exactly under the Yellowstone name, Yahoo Entertainment reports about Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan facing challenges as he tries to navigate the show's future. Their article suggests that Sheridan is scrambling to find a way forward amidst uncertainty about Costner's involvement and the direction of the series. That brings him to some possible alternatives that are also causing issues.
That's it.
Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan is scrambling to make Matthew McConaughey's spin-off work. Plans of a much-hyped spin-off series have hit a roadblock. Despite major casting buzz, Hollywood A-listers Matthew McConaughey and Michelle Pfeiffer have yet to sign on the dotted line, and Yellowstone alums Cole Hauser and Kelly Riley, who play beloved on-screen couple Rip Wheeler and Beth Dutton, and Luke Grimes, are demanding big raises and top billing. Quote, "They're all asking for more than $1 million per episode," an insider exclusively tells Life and Style. Quote, "And they won't be pressured into taking less. It's becoming a bit of a standoff," end quote. Producers are desperate to lock Matthew in for the spin-off series, but it hasn't been an easy feat. The insider says the 54-year-old Oscar winner has been sending scripts back and asking for revisions. Quote, "Matthew wants to be a part of the franchise, he's a big fan, but he wants to flesh out his character more and has other ideas of his own to pass along," says the insider. Quote, "Taylor and his colleagues are scrambling to make it work," end quote. There's also the salary issues. Quote, "Matthew's asking for $2.5 million per episode, and he's not budging," the insider reveals. Meanwhile, the insider says Michelle, 65, is close to signing a deal. Cole, Kelly, and Luke are also playing hardball. According to reports, Kelly, 46, requested $1.5 million an episode, while Cole, 48, asked for $1.25 million. He currently makes $700,000 per episode. This next part here is a little bit in the weeds and businessy, but some of you may understand this even more than I do. Paramount Plus has reportedly offered Cole $850,000 for the first season of the spinoff and $950,000 for the guaranteed second season, and is promising that all three actors apply their pay-or-play salary from Season 6 of Yellowstone, which won't be filmed, to the new show, in essence using the money that they are due to pay themselves for the new project.
How about new?
It's crazy to me that they can't come to some sort of agreement on salary for McConaughey, but they can lock down Michelle Pfeiffer. Both of them are still pretty relevant in 2024, so I'm not sure how it's so much easier to lock down a legend like Michelle Pfeiffer, but I don't know. Also, as far as the actors who portray Rip, Beth, and Casey are concerned, they've had to deal with a lot since Yellowstone began. They also went from relative nobodies, Kelly Riley and Cole Hauser being a bit more well-known than Luke Grimes, to being superstars known as these characters. Yellowstone is a hugely successful show across Paramount Network, Paramount Plus, and Peacock. Each season gets bigger and bigger. They've had 2 successful spin-offs already, with 1883 and 1923, with more still to come, supposedly. I don't think it's unreasonable for them to raise their asking prices, especially if they're going to be, for lack of a better term, hood ornaments for this new spin-off of Yellowstone. And with not having to pay Kevin Costner's prices anymore, they should have the cap room, to use a sports analogy. But still, all the behind-the-scenes turmoil has fans wondering what the future holds for Yellowstone, and whether Taylor Sheridan can steer the ship through these rough waters. Speaking of spin-offs, however, fans can look forward to a couple of new prequels. Yahoo Finance reports that another prequel is in the works, adding to the expanding Yellowstone universe. Another Yellowstone prequel is in the works. Here's what we know about 1944.
Nothing!
In addition to 1923 being renewed for a second season, Taylor Sheridan's beloved Dutton Dynasty has been greenlit for yet another prequel, with a fourth on the agenda shortly thereafter. Quote, "On the heels of 1883 and 1923's success, our new planned spin-offs, 1944 and 2024, will take audiences on a thrilling, new, and unexpected journey with a complex and compelling storytelling that has become a hallmark of the franchise and has helped turn it into a worldwide cultural phenomenon thanks to the creative mastermind of Taylor Sheridan. Sheridan, Showtime and MTV Entertainment Studios CEO Chris McCarthy said in a statement. I'm assuming that 2024 is going to be the spin-off centered around Casey, Rip, and Beth, hopefully with Matthew McConaughey and Michelle Pfeiffer involved as well. But getting back to this article though, while the details of 1944 remain unclear, there are a few routes it could take. Falling just 21 years after 1923, 1944 could very well showcase Spencer and Alexandra Dutton, Brendan Sklenar, and Julia Schaefer later in life. Alternatively, the show could highlight an entirely new generation of Duttons. As for events that could inspire the direction of the show, given the timing, there's a good chance World War II will play a role. The details of 1944 release dates aren't yet solidified. Given the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes, we know that the second season of 1923 probably won't return until early 2025, which means 1944 likely won't either. We're expecting the series to air on Paramount Plus, along with the other Yellowstone spin-offs.
It jumped up a notch. It did, didn't it?
To put a bow on all of this, as Yellowstone continues to captivate audiences with its drama and intrigue, the franchise is undergoing a period of evolution and change.
I don't like change!
From uncertainty surrounding Kevin Costner's role in Season 5, to Taylor Sheridan's scramble to chart the series' course, and the expansion of the Yellowstone universe with a new prequel as well as a sequel spin-off, the future of the franchise is as exciting as it is uncertain. As fans eagerly await the next chapter, one thing is clear: Yellowstone is still a force to be reckoned with in the world of television.
That is correct.
Comment with your thoughts on all of this. What do you think of Kevin Costner's situation? Do you think the future of Yellowstone is better off without him? Or will you lose interest without John Dutton on screen? Are you excited for Season 2 of 1923? Are you looking forward to 1944 and 2024? And are there other spin-offs you want to see come from the Yellowstone universe? Let me know down in the comment section. Also, please share this video around to everyone you know, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the little bell to be notified every time we post brand new content. I've been Troy from Marks on TV, and we'll see you next time.